grow big and big and bigger. In 2058, the price for a cup of ramen will be about $2 after tax. He makes a lot of political guesses, which I thought were fascinating. He said in the future, though, your home toilets will detect your health condition. Every time you poop, it'll automatically analyze it. He also said that in 2058, it will be difficult to obtain non-toxic seafood. So non-toxic seafood is going to be an ultra luxury. Someone asked how much Bitcoin is in 2058, and I'll end it with this. And this is not investment advice. In fact, it is the opposite of investment advice. It's just a random guy on Twitter without even a profile picture. For all we know, he could be a heavy investor in crypto just trying to pump it. He said one Bitcoin in 2058 will be worth $6.5 million. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Bye.
Damn. Ridiculous parent request, part 5. Yes, we have made it to a part 5. We had a parent call to find out what kind of makeup to send on our bad weather makeup day. Not Kareem.
He's 22. He's in Nigeria.
What do I do with my hair, boy?
I purchased a plane ticket to Nigeria so we can be married.
But her family says it's a scam. You are very concerned.
It's crazy.
My fear is she's gonna fly over to Nigeria and not come back.
I have a crew in Nigeria.
Security is a very, very big concern here. The city is considered very dangerous.
We just want to be together.
The State Department says do not go.
Elijah, send down fire. Bless my daughter.
6 months ago, 60-year-old Sandy got engaged to the man of her dreams. And in just 2 weeks, she's hopping on a plane for her destination wedding. So, what's the problem? I mean, why would she be here? Well, her daughters say there is a big problem because their mother is headed to Nigeria. She's going there to marry her 22-year-old fiance, Peter. She's 60, he's 22, he's in Nigeria. Now, they met online, and they fear if she boards that plane,
I'm not prepared for
she may be
this.
kidnapped or worse.
I think I was gonna
But
wash
the
my
bride
hair.
to be says, despite what her family says, that Peter is the real deal. And these past 8 months with him have been sheer bliss. So what exactly is going on here? Is this a scam? Or are they just star-crossed lovers 6,754 miles apart? And why do I have not 1, but 3 wedding dresses backstage? Well, Sandy's 22-year-old Romeo will be joining us via satellite. So this isn't a stolen picture. It isn't someone that's gotten an ID that they're using. We're going to talk to Peter from halfway around the world in Nigeria. We'll meet him in just a bit. But first, let's hear from Sandy.
These last 8 months of my life have been the happiest. About a year ago, I met Peter on social media.
I am Peter.
He is everything that I had been missing in my other relationships.
When you wake up, message me. I love you so much.
I've never met anybody like him. Peter is the real deal. I have never met Peter face to face. He currently lives in Asaba, Nigeria, which is over 6,000 miles away. We usually text or we talk on the phone for 5 or 6 hours a day. Peter sent me this text, "I love you, my sweetie, you're my world." This is a that, and it's the way Peter and I communicate. Peter and I do have a lot in common. We're both romantic. We both have a lot of passion. About 5 months ago, he asked me to marry him, and I said yes. I have an engagement ring. This is the ring that Peter gave me. I purchased the rings myself. This ring is not a real diamond. Peter told me when he starts working, he's going to replace it with a real one.
You have to step back and think, could I possibly be getting scammed?
My daughters and my family are afraid that Peter could be scamming me. My family really needs to bud out because I know exactly what I'm doing. Peter doesn't ask me for money. If somebody asks me for money, that's a big red flag. I won't do it. Without Peter asking, I bought his passport, his national identity card, and a new phone. In total, including apartment that we just rented, I've probably spent about $4,500. Regardless of what my family thinks, I've purchased a plane ticket to Nigeria so we can be married in just a few weeks. I have 3 different dresses that I'm going to take to get married in. I'm pretty indecisive. I'm just very excited. I feel like if Dr. Avell could go ahead and get ordained, he could marry us on stage. It would save me a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of trouble.
Well, Sandy, good to meet you.
It's nice to meet you.
So, you are smitten.
Yes, I am.
You're a smitten kitten.
I sure am.
All right. Why anybody so far away? I mean, halfway around the world. Why not somebody at your church or in the neighborhood or through friends? Or why not somebody that's close by?
It just didn't happen that way. It didn't. I was on social media, and we had responded to the same post, and he DM'd me. We started talking. We talked for a couple of months, and then we didn't talk again. And then December 20th, I decided to tell him Merry Christmas, and we've been talking ever since.
Okay. And you think he's as in love with you as you are with him?
Yeah, I know he is.
Yeah, you know he is because of the things he says.
I know he is because of his actions.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. Actions, you haven't had any interactions with him personally, but it's you. We do a lot of catfish stories here to try to alert people where somebody steals somebody's identity, uses their pictures, and it's all fake and it's all phony. It's not really who they are. But here, you've seen him. You've talked to him. The voice and the picture go together.
That's correct.
You know he is a young Nigerian man.
Yes.
Right? So there's no identity theft here.
No.
So he's the real deal.
Yeah.
Sandy says her fiancé, Peter, is kind and gentle. And every day she receives romantic messages from him. And let's look at some of those.
Morning, sunshine. Yeah, I just woke up. Hope I'm so grateful to God for everything. I love you so much, baby.
You deserve more than any other person. You're a gift from God to me, and I'm going to cherish that gift for the rest of my life.
Oh, my life, my beauty queen. So, how is the day going? I mean, your money. I know you already shine it up today with your beauty. Shadow smile of yours. I love you so much, baby. I hope you felt it. Because I did. Love you so much.
Okay, that warms your heart.
Yeah, it does. He's a sweetheart.
You're talking about going over there soon, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And you're going to travel 6,754 miles.
I would. I sure
Well,
will.
you are.
Yes, I am.
You're going to fly from Oklahoma to the Asaba Airport in Nigeria, and he's going to meet you there. And you're going. You got the tickets.
Yeah, I'm flying to Lagos, and he's going to meet me there in Lagos, and from there we're going to go to Asaba.
Okay, he's going to meet you in Lagos, and then you're driving to Asaba?
We're flying to Asaba.
You're flying to Asaba.
He didn't want me as soon as I got into Nigeria. He didn't want me by myself, even flying over there to his city. He wanted me with him.
And why is he not coming here?
The visa process for him to come over here right now, because of COVID and stuff, the United States, yes, it's like a year and a half for him to be able to get here.
But if he's married, can he get in the country?
Peter would be able to apply for a non-immigrant spousal visa, and he would be able to come over.
Okay. Now, you have no doubts about your love and no doubts about getting married, but you have doubts about your wedding dresses. You're 60 and he's 22. Does it give you any common sense concern that somebody that age would want somebody that's old enough to be their grandmother?
It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother him.
And later, is there something that he could say or do where you would say, wow?
I'm sure there would be.
I've got investigators on the ground so we know what's really going on. And I was curious about this because you said you bought 3 wedding dresses for your upcoming ceremony in Nigeria because you couldn't decide. And so you've got, and it's unlucky to show the wedding dress ahead, so we got those that are kind of the same sort of style, but you've got red, white, and blue wedding dresses. Why the different colors?
I was just indecisive. I couldn't decide.
Well, it's patriotic.
Yeah, it is.
You could sew them together and be a flag.
Yeah, it sure could.
But you couldn't decide, so you bought 3.
Yeah, blue's his favorite color, and I like blue. And when I got the blue one home, I wasn't really sure if I liked it, so I ordered the red one.
Okay. And you have a wedding ring. This
Yes.
is your engagement ring?
Yes.
And how did he get that to you?
I decided, we talked, and I told him that I would pay for him, and that when he came over, he told me that when he started working, that he would replace them. Yeah.
There you go. So you bought the ring.
Yes, I bought the ring.
And
But he picked it out, which one, the design that he liked. Yeah.
he picked it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And you said that it's not a real diamond because why?
Well, it would have been too expensive, and I really don't like conflict diamonds. I would rather have just a man-made or a lab-created.
Okay. All right. Why did you pay for it instead of him?
Because he didn't really have the money right then, and I told him I would. He said he wanted to get it, but I told him it's okay, I will.
Okay, what's the engraved date in there?
Okay, this is his ring for him to get married, and the engraved date on it is 12/20/20. That's the when we've actually started speaking every day.
It says the date, and what else does it say?
I love you more, because we always say that to each other. I love you more.
So, does he not have a job?
He does not right now.
He got fired.
He did get laid off. He was sick for several days, and they let him go.
Yeah, because in addition to being thousands of miles apart, and in addition to being 3 times his age, you guys have other differences. There are a lot of differences, and we're just being honest. I mean, you and I can be honest about this. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. There are differences. Like, you're 60, and he's 22. Any concern there?
No, not really. I mean, he didn't even know how old I was, and I didn't know how old he was for a couple of months.
Yeah. It's almost 38 years.
Yeah. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother him.
Does it raise any... You and I are from the same part of the country.
I know.
And we're pretty common sense based there. Does it give you any common sense concern that somebody that age would